welcome back to my channel. This is Jasmine's World and I of course am your host, Jasmine, and today what we're going to be doing is something a little bit scary, but I'm ready to try it. As you can see, my hair is blown out. You're probably wondering, why is your hair blown out, Jasmine? Like, you just had it straight a little while ago. No, I'm not going to put a flat iron to this. I just blew it out because today I'm going to be trying to trim my own hair. I am away from my stylist and I am unable to get my hair done here. I mean, I probably could, but I just don't know anybody here that I feel comfortable with. So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna try it myself. I've been having split ends, split up the shaft, as well as just a lot of single strand knots and my hair being harder to detangle just because my dead ends are still there and it's starting to split and become worse. So I was just like, you know what? I would rather, cut a little bit, like not even a whole lot. I'd rather just cut a little bit, and if it's messed up, we can always cut it. But I would just rather not have the hard time that I'm having doing my wash and go. So without further ado, if you want to see me either create a disaster for myself or, this turned out amazingly well, just keep watching. So the first tool you're gonna need, of course, are shears. I got these at Sally's. I think they ranged about like $12, but it just depends on what you get and what kind you want. I wasn't cheap, but I also wasn't like super expensive because I know you can really pay for some. Also, you're gonna need some clips and a comb, and that's pretty much it for the trimming process. Okay guys, so now that we have discussed what you will need, we're gonna get into this. I have set up a mirror right here so that I can see very well, so I'm not looking in the monitor trying to figure out, is this the right length, is this the right, should I cut this much, should I not cut this much? But I'm gonna give you guys a good look before I cut it because I want to do a side by side. I want you guys to be able to see. So this is what my hair looks like right now. You can kind of see a little bit of dead end there. This one's a little bit harder to see, but I can definitely see it here. And then I'll even turn to the side so y'all can kind of see what we're working with. And you can kind of see it, but it's not extremely noticeable. So, it's like one of those, I could wait, but no, I'm cutting it. So this is what my hair looks like right now. And let's get to cutting. Okay guys, so I just want to break it down one more time. So basically, I take the comb, I run through it, and when it gets to the part where it doesn't want to go through, that's clearly where it's a problem. So as you can see, if you look, you see it's like thin and kind of broken anyway. I'm gonna hold my hand up to it just so you can kind of see. You see where it gets really thin? That's the part I'm cutting. I'm not cutting all this thickness up here. I'm just cutting the portion that is thin and broken off. So I'll demonstrate again. It started to pull right here. So that's where I mark my finger. And then I look and see. So I'm gonna hold this up. You see where it's thick and then it gets thin all of a sudden? Those little thin straggly pieces are dead and they need to be cut off. And I can see like a really long split end in here anyway. Like, you'll really be able to tell. So I'm just gonna cut that now. Also, by the way, I learned this from African Beauty. Shout out to the Beauty Gang. I will link her video also It's a really good video to teach you how to do your own hair. She doesn't really go to hairstylists. She does her own trims, treatments, all those things. So I think she's really awesome. And she's one of the YouTubers that I watch. And yeah, so this is where I got this technique from. And clearly, as you can see, my comb is now literally running through my hair. And you can already see like the difference. Like this kind of looks a little, you see where it's kind of spacey? This is like full, okay? Full. To me, it looks way better. But that's just my opinion.
That's my opinion! Don't you get it?
Anyway, back to the fast version, because I know y'all don't want to see me talk and stuff for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, cutting all of my hair, because it's gonna take a minute. So I just finished clipping and trimming my hair, and honestly, to me, it looks way better. I feel like it's pretty even. I thought I might have, made it a little jagged because I was a little nervous, especially on this side. I feel like I was a little bit more scissor happy on the side, and I feel like it might look a little better, but that could just be because like when I was blow drying, this side got a little flatter. But before we go any further, let me just address this real quick before y'all, try to say some things to me about me not waiting. Literally, I couldn't wait anymore. The last time I had my hair straightened was in May, and it is now October. You'll probably be seeing this a little bit later in the month, but okay, there's a horn outside.
You got an attitude problem, don't you?
Okay, they're done now, I guess. So, yeah, before y'all come for my next, I literally have not had my hair straightened and trimmed since May. And that's like June, July, August, September, October. That's 5 months ago, y'all. 5 months ago. And to me, I feel like normally I wait a good 6 months, but I couldn't. Like the way my hair was responding to not being trimmed was way too much for me. Like I was like, I have to have my hair trimmed like now, or I'm gonna have to cut it a lot more. And mind you, my hair was long before, and I cut it to about right here. So after that, I really kind of got over the fear of cutting my hair. I've been cutting my hair for a while. Like when I transitioned, I was like, every time I go, I want an inch off, because I just wanted the straight ends gone. But long story short, I literally went in, and I feel like I could have been a little bit more scissor happy on this side. I actually might go back in on this side, not a whole lot, but just like, because I feel like this and this are not the same. Like you can kind of see a little space there, and it's not because I cut it like that. If you look back to the beginning of the video, you'll see that I had a little space here anyway already. But if I stretch these both out, you see how much thicker this is. This has a little space, and I don't know, let me try to comb it real quick. Maybe it's just my eyes deceiving me. But yeah, I haven't had my hair trimmed since May. I'm doing this for my hair to be healthy, and anything that is not necessarily done correctly, I will let my stylist fix it, okay? And that's just that on that. Now that I actually have to maintain my natural hair outside of those protective styles, it's a lot harder to wait to get my hair done and trimmed, because I'm in a whole nother state and I have to travel like hours to go get my hair done, and that's just not feasible for someone that does their hair on a constant basis, like co-washes and washes. Well, co-washes every week, washes once a month. That's a lot for the hair to go through, especially if you're already having issues with split ends, especially if you want your hair to remain healthy. well, at least for me, I know if I want my hair to remain healthy, I have to put it in some braids for 2 months if I'm not gonna touch it. And I'm gonna wait an extended amount of time. I want something low manipulation, something that I'm not gonna have my hands in all the time, 24/7, moving around and brushing and combing or whatever, or parting and finger detangling. I want to have it in a low manipulation style, like some braids, like I said, or under a wig, something that I don't have to touch. But being as though I'm now wearing my hair out, like no wig, no braids, I'm constantly touching my hair. Like even in the protective style that I wore this past week, I had a braid out in, and every night I was braiding my hair. And when it got a little frizzy, I would wet it down, put some leave-in conditioner on, and even then, like, I could kind of my hair was shedding then, so I was like, yeah, I have to go ahead and get these dead ends off of me. But long story short, don't be afraid to cut your own hair. And also, I want to say I did my research as well. I did not just jump into this being like, I'm just gonna cut my hair today. I'm gonna cut my hair. I just want to cut my hair. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna cut my hair. No, that is not what happened. I was just like, okay, I thought it through. I was like, let me look at some videos. Let me watch some things. Let me learn some things on this before I get to just chopping my hair and getting scissor happy. But let me show you guys the hair that I cut off before I throw it away. I want you guys to see the amount of hair. And honestly, it looks like a ball of shedded hair, but it's really not that much. It's really not, guys. Like, don't be afraid. Your hair grows back. Black hair does grow, contrary to popular belief. It does grow. That is a horrible myth.
Now check that.
And don't be afraid to get rid of the portions of your hair that need to be gotten rid of, because that's going to only prolong the process. And then when you do go, like I said, it'll have to be more trimmed. So long story short, I'm glad I did it. I would say 10 out of 10. I'm happy. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope that this was helpful for you as well as educational. And if so, please don't hesitate to share, like, comment, and of course subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can be notified every time I post new content. Have a blessed day.